Hey everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Elric, and in this video we are going to make Microsoft SQL create views for MySQL. This is because in our master data management system, we have a single database called interface main, and everything talks to interface main. Interface main talks to all of our other databases. Usually this happens through synonyms, but MySQL doesn't support synonyms. So we are going to actually have the views on interface main in our MySQL environment because it does support database.table name parts. So that is what we are doing today, making Microsoft create views for MySQL that are consistent with how we have been doing things in Microsoft SQL. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you soon. Alrighty, so very similar to our last video. In this video, we have a cursor for the data sets, and then internally we have a data point cursor to build the actual columns for our view. Pretty simple script. Even the select statement is essentially the same, this time without the order clause because it doesn't really matter. So if I just hard code this as 20 for DB data main on my system and run it, it's the same data set too that came from the last video. So the code is pretty simple, is iterating through the data sets that you want to create. And actually, I am borrowing some code from a previous video where we create our insert, update, and delete views, because in my system, I had created a definition, which is located right here, a definition that represents, if I scroll up, it should say update. Yep. This definition represents what columns should belong in what particular view. So an update view has different columns than an insert view, and a delete view only has 2 columns. So this script is going to for each data set, each table, only give us back the columns that belong in that particular view. And that's basically it for the script. Inside the data set cursor, we have the create view, v as the dataset name, then underscore the definition name that matches these views right here. Oh, I am in history. I apologize. There we go. These views right here. So table name underscore update or underscore select underscore delete. And this cursor is going to just go through each of those data points that belong in there. Because we've already created the tables, the code is very simple. We are going to print out the concatenated version. We're going to use as just for the alias. So we have the actual data point name as the formatted name, which is a little different from what we did right here. It's actually the base view in our MySQL system, or in our Microsoft SQL master data management system, that has this translation. You know, column as like str name as group name, str name as relationship name. So we are going to do that in the view itself, just so we have the same unique naming convention, and we're sticking to that same naming pattern. So basically, this piece of code is all that we really need. Iterate through the data sets, make sure per data set you get the columns that belong in that specific definition, and just print it out. So we have create view as select each column. If the count of the iteration is above 1, then make sure we add a comma. And then from that specific database, dot our dataset name. So if I run it, boom, we have 214 views ready to go. And if I come up to the very top of this script, let's say I do delete, I run it again, you'll notice that we only have those 2 same columns. So the reuse of code, especially dealing with the same patterns, I mean, like, what, how perfect is that, right? So I'll just scroll through the code really quickly, because it is very simple. For each data set, get the data points that belong in the definition, print out that data, add your from statement, get the next data set. So I did this for data main and sys main, and I uploaded them already to my MySQL server for insert, update, and select. I don't really need to do deletes, and you'll see why in the next video, where I am making Microsoft SQL build 99% of my Node API, because heck yes, the less we code, the more we have a machine coding for us, the less mistakes we make. So if we can find the pattern, we can stick to the pattern, we can really use that pattern to the most efficient way possible. So yeah, I have quite a few views in my MySQL database ready to go for system, for data main, and soon all of my other items. So quick video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that YouTube stuff. And yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.